Hi, this is Group 5, Espresso Patronum. I am Blake. I am presenting with Alex, Mugda, and Reagan, and this is our project evaluation presentation. This presentation will cover our design process for the ME2110 competition, where our robot will perform three main tasks. 1. Expelling a Dementor, 2. Separating Nifflers and shiny objects, and 3. Imprisoning Grindelwald. Our designs were created using combinations of solutions from our morph chart from our planning presentation. Some of the main solutions used in these diagrams are shown in red.
The team had nearly perfect scores in the team competition, upholding our belief that simple designs are best suited for continuous success in this competition. However, we realized that some of our materials were too flimsy to perform without fail, as evident in our least successful trial in the team competition. The team will use stronger materials to combat this problem in our final robot. We also realized speed in the Niffler and Shiny Object and Grindelwald task will be an important factor for success, as we will be competing against other teams. We will work to increase our speed to be most competitive in the final competition.
The first of our designs uses two different extending arms for each task. One side of the device uses a passive sorting mechanism on two 18-inch gravity-powered furniture sliders. The sorting mechanism works by sliding all objects onto a ramp. The shiny objects fall through a hole in the bottom of the ramp while the nifflers roll away. On the other side, there are two 20-inch furniture sliders mounted parallel with the ground. Pneumatic cylinders push them towards Azkaban. There is a small arm attached to a motor that places the tennis ball. Under the motor platform, there is a hinged arm that can roll over the Dementor. When the arm is being retracted, the hook grabs the Dementor and pulls it back into the starting zone with it. Our second design uses the same Niffler sorting arm. The Grindelwald mechanism also works the same way, but it is now placed on top of the Niffler sorting mechanism. This is to give available room to have a Dementor swinging arm. The Dementor swinging arm is powered by a motor, and there's a slope at the bottom of the arm that gets under the Dementor to help hit it farther away.
Concept 3 includes the team's Shiny Object and Niffler mechanism from the team competition. A Dementor mechanism has been implemented that extends down the ramp when the solenoid holding it in place is retracted. It reaches the Dementor, and the trapezoid-shaped end piece pushes it slightly to the right, avoiding the center platform and into our opponent's home zone. Grindelwald is transported in a tube structure. The lower bar of the scissor arm is attached to a motor and pulley that pulls it closer to the upper bar. This causes the scissor arms to extend to just over Grindelwald's prison. The last bar of the pulley is attached to a short rod holding Grindelwald in place. As the scissor arms extend, the rod is slowly pulled inward until it is finally retracted enough that Grindelwald drops into prison.
The next concept also uses the same mechanism for separating the shiny objects from nifflers. For the Dementor mechanism, it consists of a swinging arm that is placed at an angle such that it hits the Dementor to displace it from the home zone. The Grindelwald mechanism for this concept consists of freely rotating container at the end of furniture sliders. A string is attached from the bottom of the container such that when it travels the right distance, the container tips over, thus releasing Grindelwald.
This is our chosen design. It accomplishes all three tasks of the competition in two main subsystems. One subsystem accomplishes the task of sorting the Nifflers and the shiny objects, while the other subsystem both expels the Dementors and imprisons Grindelwald. This design was chosen because it limits the amount of moving parts in our system while still accomplishing all three main tasks.
To determine which design we should use, our group made an evaluation matrix. We listed the most important aspects that our design needed to have. To make this list, we prioritized things that would keep us from getting a DQ, as well as consistency and reliability. We chose one of our designs to be a baseline to compare the other designs to. Within each category, each design received either a plus or a minus or nothing, depending on whether it did better than the baseline, worse than the baseline, or equivalent. We added scores for each plus and minus. Design 1 received a 0 because it was the baseline. Design 2 received a -1. Design 3 a -3. And Design 4 a -2. We looked at what made each design successful and not successful and combined them together to make a new finalized design. We placed this design into the evaluation matrix and it received a score of 3, meaning it was our best design option.
Both of the subsystems extend to the ascent of the arena on furniture sliders. The Nifflers and shiny objects mechanism extends to the center and knocks the shiny objects and Nifflers onto a sorting ramp which captures gems and rolls out Nifflers. The Grindelwald mechanism holds Grindelwald until above the prison and then allows for him to roll out. The same mechanism contains an arm that knocks the Dementor out of our zone as it extends into the center of the arena.
We chose this design for its simplicity and because it has the least number of parts. One of the issues that we're concerned about is making the arms move faster. One of the things that we learned this week is the importance to have alternative designs in mind and having a backup plan.